When we first entered the Brooks Center, I saw Lexi and just her energy and her love for Clemson. I knew she was going to be the one that would introduce us to Clemson. She would have showed us what she loved uniquely and why she chose Clemson.
My mom's a physics professor here at Clemson. She teaches algebra-based physics for non-physics majors, and then she just never left. So,
a real Clemson family.
I got my bachelor's, master's, and PhD from Clemson University.
I got my civil engineering degree from Clemson in 1995.
Lexi showed up on our doorstep, actually. We were asked to take an emergency placement through the Department of Social Services.
my story is a little bit non-traditional. As we talk about our Clemson stories, we want you guys to think about what impact do you want to have on Clemson. I entered foster care at the age of 14.
We are licensed foster parents. Part of my strategy for welcoming these kids in is to babble on about Clemson until they're finally comfortable.
Sometimes they like Clemson, sometimes they don't.
She was very Clemson neutral. She was actually just so scared that she couldn't have voiced an opinion if she wanted to.
Ages 0 to 14, I lived in a home that was unfit for me. Soon after that, I was placed with my forever family, who then adopted me at the age of 17. As a local, I always looked up to the Clemson students as, oh, they are better than me. I don't think I can ever be like that.
She was overwhelmed by the thought of Clemson with so many people.
I went to Ready, Set, Roar. Clemson became my own, not just something that my family attended. It really became my home and the place where I belonged.
I encouraged her that she could fit in by finding a group or a club, and it would become her group.
Personally, I'm involved in quite a bit, so I'm involved as an orientation ambassador. After lunch, we come back and we have a panel. After the panel, we then go over to the Hendricks Campus Community Showcase, where we learn all about the opportunities on campus. Personally, I love our pro staff team. They really instill in each and every one of us a sense of that we feel loved and we belong.
We've done our job correctly if an orientation ambassador can leave their summer experience finding a newfound love for Clemson. We feel like our program can very much so make a significant impact in those students' lives.
Like they'll have a bus that'll take you into the middle, and then you are going to go all the way down the hallway. The applications are already open. Just Google Clemson Orientation Ambassador. I honestly love my job, so that's why. My favorite part about being in OA is my fellow orientation ambassadors. I even met my best friend. Abby! The relationships that I built from being an orientation ambassador have been unmatched. You build some of the best friendships, as me and Lexi have shown out to be.
That's the beauty of spending a summer with a really close-knit team, is that you get to develop some really lifelong, really deep relationships.
I love my job has seemed to be a common phrase. The OA experience is, I think, one of the most special experiences and special groups of people to share life with. I hope everyone thinks back to the summer of 2024. You remember an experience of love from one another and have found a newfound love for Clemson and can now go forth and lead with love.
I think what makes Lexi such a great example of what it means to be an orientation ambassador is her leading through love.
She makes an impact on the students because she's always trying to have a conversation with someone, making sure that they feel welcome, anything and everything to make sure that the student feels like they belong at Clemson.
To really see her go from a girl that was scared to come to Clemson to a woman that is in a leadership position, it was really remarkable.
I would definitely recommend Ready, Set, Roar to anyone. Now I have built-in friends in my classes. Having a small group leader and having people talk to us personally made Clemson just feel more like a home.
To me, the #1 student experience means I have people that are supporting me. I definitely have that support system through pro staff members, through the friends that I have made. I have been able to show other students that this can be their home as well. It's so instilled in me now that Clemson is really my family.
We're the glue that binds. We're the wrench that tightens the grip. We're the link to the past, to the present, and to the future of everything Clemson. We're connectors in that we build, strengthen, and maintain connections within a thriving, passionate, and energetic community that stretches around the globe. We're the Clemson Alumni Association, and more than anything, we're uniters. We unite all those who proudly wear that ring and who profess devotion to that family known as Clemson University. We do so by creating events and activities that connect our alumni and that serve students past and present with a level of engagement and service worthy of Clemson. We, in many ways, represent the true ground game for the university, working the events, creating functions, organizing get-togethers so that this incredibly large and diverse group of alumni remain united in their affection for and attachment to Clemson. We are the Clemson Alumni Association, with an emphasis on association. We are all associated with someplace special and unique and impactful. And this association also intends to reflect those qualities by being special and unique and impactful. This is Clemson, and it deserves nothing less. Clemson Alumni Association. This is what family feels like.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm Will Brazington, a proud member of the class of 2000 and the Chief Executive Officer of the Clemson Alumni Association. And it's my honor to welcome each of you to today's Clemson Ring ceremony. As you will hear throughout today's ceremony, the Clemson Ring is not only a symbol of personal accomplishment, it is also a call for personal action in service to others and to our alma mater. The Clemson rings that you will receive today come with an awesome responsibility. A responsibility to others, to Clemson, and to yourself. Members of the Pershing Rifles will bring forward the rings for this afternoon's ceremony. They will be led by the Clemson Corps, an alumni constituency group whose members participated in ROTC as students. The Clemson Corps is dedicated to continuing Clemson's military tradition while developing opportunities to commemorate the proud military heritage of our great university. Will you please rise as the rings are presented?
You may be seated. My name is Dan Greco. I'm a current Clemson student, a member of the Clemson Student Veterans Association, and a U.S. Army veteran. I'm very excited to be receiving my Clemson ring alongside you here today. We are grateful and honored to have Clemson cadets and the Clemson Corps serve as bearers of the Clemson ring for presentation today. As part of today's program, you will learn about the history and traditions of the Clemson ring, beginning with the first graduating class in 1896 when Clemson was a military college. Cadets became the first students to wear the Clemson ring and the first Clemson alumni to showcase to the world the qualities and ideals that the Clemson ring represents. The cadets here today remind us of the unbroken connection that now spans 129 years between our university's distinguished military heritage and our beautiful Clemson ring. Today's program also will focus on a profound question that is the fundamental foundation to the character of Clemson students and alumni, carved in stone on our campus, which is featured in Memorial Park near the Scroll of Honor Memorial. The question is, how will you serve? And while the answer is personal and different for each one of us, it is especially significant for all who wear the Clemson ring. We challenge you here today to begin your own reflection on what this very important question means to you as you prepare to leave Clemson and begin to make your unique impact on the world. Congratulations as you embark on the next phase of your Clemson journey, carrying with you the profound symbolism and rich tradition encapsulated within the Clemson ring, a beacon of honor, resilience, and the unwavering commitment to serve, both within our beloved campus community and beyond. Thank you.
My thoughts often wander through these upper South Carolina hills that shelter the university that forms a common bond for many thousands of people who have studied here, or taught here, or worked here. There's something in these hills that has touched every one of them, something that has rubbed off on them in varying degrees, something that is built within the breasts of all Clemson men and women, an enduring spark akin to an eternal pride. There's something in these hills. It was here when a handful of fledgling faculty members greeted a relatively small band of 446 students more than 100 years ago. That was shortly after convict labor had completed an administration building and clock tower that still dominate these Blue Ridge foothills with a timelessness and serenity that impart inspiration and strength anew each time they are looked upon. There's something in these hills that has endeared itself to an endless procession of administrators, teachers, students, secretaries, and workmen. Hundreds of names pass through my consciousness, names of people who gave selflessly of themselves to build the institution nestled here, and who at one and the same time mined the priceless something the hills contained, and returned to them still more of it. There's something in these hills, and from them we have drawn the power to transcend the stresses and strains that tug away to make things come unglued in these disquieting times. The power to cut through such modern concepts and such modern facts as generation gaps, communication gaps, and ideological gaps. There's something in these hills that has bound together a man of over 90 and a woman under 20. Something that has given them a common ground on which to stand and a start toward bridging and eliminating any gap or any stress or any strain that might try to make unglued whatever they seek for themselves as they move out of these hills into the mountains, the plains, the oceans, the forests, the skies, and the storms of life. There is something in these hills that you and I can't define and others can't understand. A wave of warmth always surges through me when outsiders say, I don't know what it is about you Clemson people, but your undying love for Clemson is admired by everyone I know. There's something in these hills, and I suspect that's what it is. The ability of an institution through the unending dedication and greatness of its people, its administration, its faculty, its staff, its students, and alumni to impart to all it touches a respect, an admiration, an affection that stands firm in disquieting times, when things around it give impressions of coming unglued. There is something in these hills that brings together and binds together and holds together
men and women of all persuasions,
of all heights, sizes, weights, and cultural backgrounds.
Something that cuts across every difference, spans every gap, penetrates every wall.
Something that makes a man or a woman stand tall, feel better, and say with a high pride to all within earshot,
I
I
went to Clemson.
Good afternoon. My name is Logan Hunter, and I am the Vice President of the Clemson Student Alumni Association and the Student Alumni Council. It is an honor to be with each of you today as you participate in one of Clemson's greatest traditions. Placing the Clemson ring on your finger today not only signifies that you are close to graduation, it is a forever reminder of your time, your life, and your experiences while you were on Clemson's campus. It will forever connect you to the many alumni you will meet throughout your life after you have crossed a future stage to receive your Clemson diploma. It will forever connect you to Clemson and to each other. It will forever remind you of the importance of loyalty and service, and it will forever remind you of this day. Clemson would not be the great university that it is today without the tremendous leadership of the president of our alma mater. President Clements has had a major impact on our Clemson experience by his service to students, to the faculty and staff, and to alumni everywhere. He is a nationally recognized voice in higher education who is leading Clemson to unprecedented levels of achievement. It is my honor to invite him to speak to us today. Please welcome the 15th president of Clemson University, Dr. Jim Clements.
You're welcome. Well, thank you, Logan, for that wonderful and kind introduction. Good afternoon, go Tigers. This is a celebration. Good afternoon, go Tigers. All right, that's better. Thank you all for being here today for this ceremony. Will you please help me thank Trey Dowling and Logan Hunter for their service as president and vice president of the Student Alumni Council. I appreciate their leadership and the important work that they do. And thank you to Dan Greco, U.S. Army veteran and member of our Student Veterans Association. Would you please help me thank him? I also want to thank the chairs for the ring ceremony, Mary Jones and William Eccles. Will you please help me thank them? I know they put in a lot of hard work for this event, so would you please help me thank them and all the others who worked so hard to make this day special. I also do want to thank Will Brasington, Chief Executive Officer for our Alumni Association, and Dr. Doug Hellenbeck, Vice President for Student Affairs. Would you please help me thank them for their leadership? And now I'd like to ask anyone in the arena who has served and those who are currently serving in our armed forces to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice to our great country. I'm so honored to be with you today on this very special day for your ring ceremony. I can tell you this is one of my most favorite traditions. The ring ceremony is an amazing Clemson tradition, and it's always a really special day, but it also holds special meaning for me. In 2021, my wife and I were named honorary alumni, and we were presented with our very own Clemson rings at a surprise announcement. We were both humbled and honored to be named honorary alums, and we wear our rings with great pride as members of the alumni family. And I'm proud to wear my ring today as I present each of you with your Clemson rings. You know, rings are important things. They have a tangible value, as you will see later in a video in the ceremony about my dear late friend, General Ben Scardin, who passed away in 2021 at the age of 104. He was one of the greatest individuals in the history of this university. General Scardin was a prisoner of war, and his Clemson ring literally saved his life. Rings also have great symbolic value. They're a symbol of love and commitment, and they have no beginning or end. The ring that I wear every day symbolizes the commitment that my wife and I made on our wedding day more than 34 years ago. My wedding ring celebrates the birth of a new family, at that time my family. And in a similar way, your Clemson ring symbolizes an important rite of passage for you. It symbolizes your commitment to and your love for Clemson that will last forever. And today is a really important milestone on your journey here at this great university. For many of you, that journey started right here with freshman convocation or at graduate student convocation when I had a chance to welcome you to Clemson. And it will continue when we meet again at graduation right here when you receive your diploma. But what does Ring Day actually signify? First, it means that you have completed successfully at least 190 credit hours of academic work towards earning your degree for our undergraduate students, or that you have completed at least half of your program for our graduate students. So please pat yourselves on the back. That is quite an accomplishment. This past fall, we were ranked as the top university in the state of South Carolina by the Wall Street Journal, by Niche, by Forbes, by U.S. News and World Report, and by FIRE. In fact, Niche ranked us as one of the top universities in the entire country with an overall grade of an A. So congratulations. And I'm very proud that we were recently ranked number 2 for military-friendly universities in the country, which is a testament to our university values of patriotism and excellence. For our students, the majority of your college career is now behind you, and the end is in sight. Second, it means that you have chosen a major field of study and a career path that you will follow. Your future beyond Clemson as an independent, self-sufficient adult is taking shape. Parents, I know that you are very happy about that, and we thank you for your support. Would you please help me thank all family members who are here today? Finally, many of you will leave this ring ceremony absolutely determined to make the best possible use of every minute you have left at this wonderful institution. I felt the same way my senior year in college, and I think that you will too. Savor the time. It will go by quickly. Use it wisely and make it meaningful. You'll never have a better chance to learn so much from so many different people as you will on this campus. There are people from all different walks of life, so take advantage. Learn from each other during your remaining time here at Clemson. Wear your ring with great pride and with the understanding that upon graduation you will join a family of more than 190,000 living alumni around the world. This is an opportunity, but it's also a responsibility. You will be an ambassador for Clemson wherever you travel. And I am counting on you, and we are all counting on you to always represent our university values such as integrity, respect, and self-reliance. Your ring will be a conversation starter. And trust me, it will open many doors for you. And soon you will add your ring story to the stories that we will hear today. It's truly an honor for me to present you with your Clemson ring. Congratulations again. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your journey here at Clemson. May God bless you all, and go Tigers!
Thank you, President Clements, for your inspiring remarks, but more importantly, for your outstanding leadership of our alma mater. Our team at the Clemson Alumni Association, along with the Student Alumni Council, has been working diligently to make this a very special day for all of you who are here with us. Students, you've already created many wonderful memories at Clemson that you will hold dear for the rest of your life. And today we celebrate a remarkable milestone in your Clemson journey that is unlike any other that you've experienced thus far. Today, each of you joins the more than 190,000 living alumni around the world who have earned the right to wear the Clemson ring. To the parents and to the guests of those being honored today, we thank you for taking the time to experience this special moment with your student. The Clemson Alumni Association is very proud to host a ring ceremony as part of our ongoing mission to celebrate and enhance the lifelong connections that define the Clemson experience. We're here to serve and enable all who love Clemson to remain actively involved in the advancement of the university. We're committed to helping alumni remain ever loyal to Clemson and to elevating and celebrating the many contributions that Clemson alumni make in service to others. Best of all, your Alumni Association unites all who proudly wear the Clemson ring in celebrating our special kinship. You see, our mission is to keep everyone in the Clemson family engaged, excited, and inspired by all that is happening with Clemson and its alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing symbolizes the connection we share more beautifully or more powerfully than the Clemson ring. Over time, the Clemson ring has changed just a little, but its tradition has always remained the same. And now, you too are part of that tradition, and more importantly, its future.
Your ring tells a story of the journey you took to get here, the dreams, the sacrifices, the grit. Your ring tells a story of opportunity, of newly opened doors. Your key. A game changer, a career starter, a conduit to success. Your ring tells a story of legacy, the history of those who came before you, those who dared to be extraordinary in their pursuit of excellence. Your ring tells a story of selfless service, of wars fought and battles won, the thousands of bold men and women who risked it all and didn't hesitate to do so. Your ring tells a story of the dreamers and doers, the ones who dare to change the status quo, the students who become professionals, the interns who become experts, the leaders who become heroes. Your ring tells a story of kinship, of an unspoken bond. This is what family feels like. Our alma mater runs deep. This unwavering connectedness survives in a world that can easily divide us. Who shall separate us now? No one. Your ring tells a story of the person wearing it now, and the person wearing it 100 years ago. A lifelong network of family. Your ring tells a story of humble beginnings. The first ring formed and cut in 1896. The evolution of this small but mighty silver and gold Taurus. The updates, the upgrades, the tributes, the honor, the eagle of peace, the palmetto, the star, the hope. Dum spiro spero spes. As long as you have breath, you can fight on. Your ring tells a story of Clemson pride, of homegrown glory, unstoppable Tigers, of championships won and victories to come. Your ring tells your story, your journey to get here, your blueprint for success. Your ring is your family, your link to the past, present, and future of Clemson. Your friends, your classmates, your people. It's so much more than a ring. It's your story, a part of who you are. It is your part of our story. Wear it with pride. Tiger pride.
Good afternoon. I'm Trey Dowling. I'm the president of the Student Alumni Association and Student Alumni Council. It is my pleasure to join you on such a special occasion. As students, we have bonded together as a true family. Today, we will strengthen that bond by joining together and wearing the Clemson ring. Along with graduation, this will be one of the most important moments of your college or graduate career. I hope you will cherish it as much as I will when I receive my ring. In addition to the video we just saw, I want to point out something else that is especially interesting about today's presentation. When you walk across the stage in a few moments, inside the white box you will receive, you will find a wooden box that contains your ring. Pay particularly close attention to that wooden box. The box that holds your ring was made from the wood of trees that once thrived on Clemson's campus. These trees, many of which fell due to old, aging root systems, spent many years as the canopy of our campus that we all walked under at one time or another. May this box, as well as your ring, forever bring you fond memories of the special times you experienced at Clemson. For it is truly an uncommon experience to be a Clemson student, and it is truly an uncommon honor to wear the Clemson ring. For one Clemson alumnus, this ring literally saved his life. The late General Ben Scardin was a member of Clemson's class of 1938. Following a distinguished military career, he returned to Clemson as a professor of English. During that second career, Clemson students selected him as the Alumni Master Teacher in 1977. In 2002, he received the Alumni Association's highest award for distinguished service. And in 2020, he received the university's highest public honor, the Clemson Medallion. And shortly before his passing, he received an honorary promotion to the rank of Brigadier General. Today, we are honored to have the opportunity to hear his amazing story and how his Clemson ring literally saved his life.
For years, the Tigers who came before you have heard the story of Colonel Ben Scardin, a Clemson graduate who bravely fought in World War II. He became a prisoner of war, forced to participate in the Bataan Death March after the 3-month Battle of Bataan in April 1942. More than 60,000 American and Filipino troops were made to march through the country while suffering extraordinary physical abuse. And it's estimated that 1/3 of the prisoners died. If not for his Clemson ring, Colonel Scardin would have been one of them. This is his story.
The Bataan Death March occurred at the surrender of the American Filipino forces in April of 1942 on the Bataan Peninsula. And so we soon realized as we made the march that the guards were looking for rings, watches. I took my ring off and I rolled it up in my sleeve, I believe. From then on, I became very, very protective of the ring. Never to pull it out and look at it or anything else, but I knew where it was. I was in very, very bad health in prison camp, and there was no medicine, no way of improving your health. And then when it got to where I was going to have to be put over in what they call the hospital area in the 0 ward, because that's where they took people that couldn't do anything for us, and no one ever returned from there. Henry Otis took care of me. Otis was able to let it be known that he knew of a gold ring was for trade for food. and they mixed up chicken and rice, and they spoon-fed me because I couldn't see very well for one thing. But I responded to that so well, my appetite was restored, and I was whole again, so to speak. Well, I've often thought about my little gold ring which I'd hidden for so long, and I had no qualms about turning it over to orders for this exchange because there was nothing else that could be done. But I've always thought about that ring, and when I was married in 1947, my wife, as an engagement present, had my brother, who was a Clemson graduate, replace the ring. And I've had it ever since, naturally, and I take a great pride and glory in having a ring that fits and one that I'm very, very proud of.
As you receive your ring today, you will go forward to create your own unique story. You too will face your own challenges and triumphs. And while we can't imagine what some of the Tigers before us have endured, know this: these rings will continue to bind us together and make us all stronger, year after year.
Wow, such a powerful story about a true American hero and Clemson legend, General Ben Scardon. How will you serve? The centerpiece of Memorial Park, the cornerstone of a successful life. The video we just saw, it referenced General Ben Scardon, who was asked to speak on the topic of service during the May 2012 dedication ceremony of Memorial Park. Scardon's remarks included a guide, perhaps even a challenge, for how each of us should view our relationship with Clemson. He noted that Memorial Park is dedicated to Clemson alumni in all professions, industries, and roles in society who have served to improve our quality of life and to protect our freedoms. And then Scardon added this observation. He said, Clemson University is an extension of the vision of its planners and administrators and the talents and gifts of its graduates and friends. As an English professor, General Scardon chose his words very carefully. Note that he did not say that we are an extension of Clemson. Rather, he said Clemson is an extension of us. Clemson does not define who we are as individuals, nor the impact that we will have on the world. Rather, we define Clemson's impact by how we, as Clemson alumni, use our talents and gifts to help others and to make the world a better place. Students, each time that you look at the Clemson ring on your finger from this day forward, you will recall General Scardon's message. And we hope that your Clemson ring will become a constant reminder and motivation to use your Clemson education, your Clemson experience, your Clemson spirit to be of service to others wherever you may go in life. Now, it is time to celebrate and recognize each of you as you join those who have come before you and earned the right to wear our Clemson ring. Whether you're preparing to complete your time at Clemson as an undergraduate student, completing your graduate degree, or simply returning to dear old Clemson as an alumnus or alumna, on behalf of your Alumni Association and indeed the entire Clemson family, we applaud you for this impressive accomplishment. Guests, we ask that you please hold your celebrations until the end of our ceremony so that every student's name can be heard when called. We're so thankful to have President Clements to present the rings to each student, as well as to have Vice President of Student Affairs, Doug Hallenbeck, to congratulate each as they cross the ramp. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let the presentation of the class rings begin.
Maitland Gainey, Austin Gallman, Caleb Gambrell, Gianna Gantos, Bree Garcia, Isabella Garcia, Catalina Garcia, Grace Gardner, Casey Gardsey, Jason Garnett, Tiana Leahy, Nan Garrett, Rebecca Garrett, Alexa Garrity, Caroline Garufi, Michaela Gary, Camden Gaskew, Olivia Gates, Emma Gaunt, Brenna Gavin, Bailey Gaiman, Ashley Giaglone, Genevieve Giles, Kirsten Geisler, Faith Geis, Marissa Gennaro, Joe Gentry, Matthew Geraci, Lane Gerbers, Lydia Gerard, Rory Garaman, Elizabeth Gibson, Lacey Emma Gibson, Ava Geese, Emma Gifford, Alyssa Gilbert, Parker Gilbert, Sydney Gilbert, Emma Gilday, Claire Gilhooly, Paul Gillum, Jada Gilliard, Tucker Gilmore, Jesse Lee Gilstrap, Delaney Ginrich, Emily Giovanetti, Giovanni Giuliano, Christopher Glenn, Taylor Gloystein, Savannah Godefroy, Etta Godfrey, Ellie Godwin, Gretchen Goethals, Jet Goldberg, Joseph Golio, Juliana Gonzalez, Stephanie Gonzalez, Andrew Goodrich, Ashlyn Gordon, Claire Gordy, Luke Gormley, Daly Gottschalk, Edward Graham, Tristan Graham, Kendall Grail, Matthew Gramley, Adrian Granda, Emily Grande, Catherine Grandmason, Peyton Grant, Judson Gross, Aiden Graves, Maddie Gray, Caroline Graybeal, Katie Graziano, Caroline Greco, Daniel Greco, Isabella Greco, Kira Greco, Allie Green, Ellen Green, Haley Green, Madeline Green, Maddie Green, Nevea Green, Nora Green, Samantha Greenwood, Sydney Greer, William Greer, Cody Gregory, Jack Griner, Cruzy Griffin, Matthew Grubbs, Patricia Grubbs, Grace Gastel, Sophia Gonti, Bianca Guerra, Emsley Guion, Kristen Goldbranson, Michael Gunning, William Gunter, Zachary Gunter, Campbell Gunther, Mary Ha, Brooke Habestad, Addison Hass, Elizabeth Haber, Alexis Hagedorn, Samuel Hagan, Danielle Hagler, Lindsay Hare, Carolyn Hale, Dema Hall, Jackson Hall, Vivian Hall, Erica Hallmark, Dayton Halmy, Emery Haluska, Serene Hamad, Noah Hamby, Zane Hammis, Alexandra Hammett, Ansley Hammett, Stephanie Hampton, Shannon Hanlon, Tess Hanlon, Brendan Hanna, Grady Hanaho, Carly Hannastab, Emily Hansen, Emily Hannison, Lexi Hanashek, Julia Harbour, Alexandra Harding, Dan Harding, Emma Hardy, Hannah Hardy, Imani Harwood, Daniel Harmon, Grayson Harris, Julie Harris, Paige Harris, Catherine Hart, Lucy Hart, Abigail Hartwell, Emma Hazelden, Frances Haskins, Hannah Hasilius, Michael Hassel, Austin Hauk, Jordan Haycraft, Adam Hayes, Anna Caitlin Hayes, Madison Heathcott, Casey Hebert, Sam Hedges, Amber Hefner, Sophia Helinski, Brittany Henderson, Skylar Hennessy, Megan Hernstein, Frances Hester, Madeline Hayburn, Aaron Hickey, James Higgins, John Hill, Ambrosia Hinson, David Hinson, Alexa Hawk, Melia Hoff, Hugh Hoffman, Ayana Hogan, Ashton Holden, Lance Holden, Lillian Holder, Addison Holgerson, Grace Holland, Ryan Holland, Mason Hollander, Constance Hollerman, Michaela Holly, Jenna Hollinger, Ellie Hollis, Connor Holmes, Jordan Holmes, Helen Holmstrom, Haley Holt, Ivy Holtzclaw, Carson Homan, Harry Hood, Elizabeth Hopkins, Callie Horan, Kylie Horan, Riley Horn, Caroline Horton, Julianne Hott, Lulu Hottinger, Ariana Howard, Caroline Howard, Emma Howard, Maddie Howard, Alex Howell, John Asher Howell, Kenzie Howell, Rowan Howell, Ruthie Rebar, Anthony Hubbard, Amelia Hux, Braden Hutchins, Kim Hudson, Ivan Huerta, Maddie Huffstetler, Zachary Huffstetler, Catherine Hughes, Corin Hughes, Caitlin Holst, Riley Hutchison, Kaylin Huntley, Bethany Hurry, Samuel Husky, Claire Hussey, Lainey Hutchison, Caleb Hunt, Manning Hyatt, Matthew Heydrich, Isabella Eam, Jack Ilsey, Catalina Infante, Matthew Infield, Landon Ingram, Lauren Isaac, Samin Ishrak, Bennett Ives, Ella Ivester, Jackson Ivy, Amaya Jackson, Joseph Jackson, Lena Jackson, Olivia Jackson,
Ridgely Jackson, Wesley Jackson, Benjamin Jacobs, Ellen Jacobs, Lily Jacobs, Mara Jacobs, Anna Jakubchek, Mark Wayne Jensen, Nina Jansen, Caroline Jarrett, James Jarrett, Lily Jeverowski, Nicholas Jaworski, Ethan Janot, Kate Jefferson, Connor Jenkins, Adeline Jensen, Reese Jernigan, Turner Gilson, Brittany Jim, Alexis Johnson, April Johnson, Bailey Johnson, Chloe Johnson, Hannah Johnson, Hutch Johnson, Julia Johnson, Julia Johnson, Nick Johnson, Cameron Jones, David Jones, Kinsey Jones, Maya Jones, Zach Jones, Mason Jordahl, Isabel Jordan, Michael Jordan, Catherine Josie, Abby Joyce, Brendan Judd, Hillary Justice, Ridge Kaawai, Henry Kaiser, Ava Kanchuger, Molly Kane, Talia Kaplan, Chloe Carnus, Stephanie Carr, Leah Katko, Lexi Katramatis, Davis Katz, Sophia Keeney, Kyle Keener, Allison Kelleher, Andy Kelly, Ashlyn Kelly, Jack Kelly, Abigail Kelly, Aiden Kelly, Matt Kelly, Caitlin Kenny, Damon Kenny, Catherine Kenny, Kiana Cohen, Grace Kepley, William Kepley, Emma Curse, Kaya Kernodal, Isabella Kerr, Matthew Kirsting, Avery Kessler, Madison Key, Abe Khalil, Richard Corey, Caitlin Kilpatrick, Samantha Kennard, Jack Kinder, Avery King, Sarah King, Cole Kirby, Charlotte Korinsik, Emma Kirkpatrick, Bradbury Kaiser, Chandler Kissel, Nathan Kitchens, Ethaniel Kitchen, Lacey Kleiman, Parker Klein, Kira Kirby, Ryan Nee, Kelly Neese, Emma Knight, Evelyn Knighton, Anna Noble, Kenley Knox, Jeff Kobasa, Zach Koch, Gavin Koner, Sean Coletsos, Abigail Kuhn, Sailor Kuhn, Cade Klubnik, Mackenzie Koff, Emmy Corman, Belle Korneski, Ava Kolovin, Mackenzie Kowitz, Caleb Crawl, Brady Kramer, Emma Kruger, Julia Kubala, Maddie Kulis, Georgia Culp, Paul Kupfer, Ava Kerr, Braden Kurtz, Kyle Kavarnlov, Tilly Queda, Sophia Laporta, Philip LaRosa, Brianne Lacefield, Vivian LaChance, Victor Locken, Braxton Lamance, Margaret Lambert, Emmy Lancaster, Marina Landeo, Maya Landeo, Laura Landrum, Natalia Landry, Evelyn Lane, Caroline Lang, Joseph LaRich, Robert Larson, Emily Latanzio, Joseph Ladotti, Lauren Lauterbach, Christina Laufenberger, Eleanor Lavin, Mallory Law, Elizabeth Lawrence, Megan Lawson, Meredith Leach, Ashton Leapart, JT Leary, Amber Lee, Clayton Lee, Whitney Lee, Wells Leland, Frank Leo, Crystal Leon Miguel, Sophia Leonardi, Claire Leopold, Emma Lepisto, Katie Lepper, Jacob Leslie, Emma Leslie, Heather Llewellyn, Faith Lewis, Isabella Lewis, Lillian Lewis, Madison Lewis, Peyton Lewis, Milan Lewis Harris, Shannon Lydell, Ileana Lightfoot, Grant Lilly, Stephen Linder, CJ Lindler, Ellie Lindley, Sam Lindsay, Sydney Lynn, Lillian Lippett, Emerson Little, Lindsay Little, Madison Litton, Lauren Livingston, Mackenzie Livingston, John Lloyd,
Charlotte Loa Saldana, Mia Lobozo, Kaylee Lawless, Madeline Long, Ava Longo, Isabella Longo, Olivia Loomis, Carolyn Luce, Ava Lopes, Mason Lord, Julia Lorden, Elizabeth Louth, Walker Love, Will Lovin, Madeline Lowe, Ben Lubkin, Lydia Lucas, Court Lund, Christine Lundblad, Macy Lupo, Sarah Lustig, Catherine Lynch, Erin Lynch, Michaela Lynch, Trevor Lynch, Ashley Lynn, Elizabeth McCauley, Reese McCabe, Sawyer McDonald, Micah Machin, Brian Mackey, Eliza Madison, Mary Carmen Madrid, Amy Maffey, Elliot Magaldi, Emily Magno, Sophia Mega Rossi, Ashley Maharaj, Tyler Marr, Noah Mayer, Maeve Maeda, Maggie Makoshi, Diamond Man, Cara Mann, Aaron Manning, Kate Manning, Ryan Mantell, Evan Maragos, Caleb Ma Arens, Vanessa Ma Arens, Isaac Marchbanks, Anna Maresca, Riley Marflack, Alexander Margiolis, Lauren Marinero, Ainsley Marion, Sullivan Markland, Rachel Marler, Allison Marlowe, Isabella Marone, Taylor Martell, Alexandra Martin, Luke Martin, Madeline Martin, Michaela Martin Mignot, Francisco Martinez, Anthony Martino, Isabella Marusic, Paris Masarakia, Gabriella Massioli, Ellie Mashkovich, Ty Massey, Isabella Masters, Jackson Masters, Evan Mastrobatisto, Ben Matthews, Trey Matney, Quinn Madison. Aaron Matthews. Jackson Matthews. Lucy Matthews. Macy Matthews. Mia Matthews. Samuel Maddie. Chris May. Hannah Mabry. Ellen Mayette. Braden Mays. Douglas McAdams. Elizabeth McCabe. Elias McCall. Brianne McCollum. Holland McCarter. Kate McCarthy. Liam McCarthy. Danielle McCarty. Ella McLean. Nakaya McClurkin. Polly McCollum. Kyle McCormick. Bailey McCoy. Alina McCoy. Kevin McCrary. Niall McCrae. Michaela McCrae. Harrison McCrady. Connor McCrudden. Lily McCulloch. Joel McCurdy. William McCurdy. Macy McCutcheon. Grant McDaniel. Jack McDonald. Mackenzie McDonough. Wells McDougald. Lacey McElveen. Caitlin McElwee. Ella McGoldrick. Anne McGovern. Elizabeth McGrain. Whitman McEukin. Isabel McGurn. Davin McHale. Anne Carolyn McGinnis. Reed McKellar. Madeline McKenzie. Madeline McKinley. Emma McLean. Ella McLean. Emma McLaughlin. Mary McLaughlin. Hugh McLaurin. Peter McLean. John Finley McLeod. Mary Cole McMakin. Kevin McNeil. Reagan McQueen. Spencer McQueen. Samantha Mealy. Gabriel Medlin. Charlotte Meenan. Elizabeth Mice. Hart Melton. Michael Melton. Taylor Melzer. Morgan Mercurio. Stephen Merkel. Abby Grace Merritt. Elizabeth Messer. Morgan Metz. Michaela Metzler. Amanda Meyer. L. Myers. Rebecca Misselli. Simone Middleton. Juliana Mikolajski. Samantha Milch. Anthony Miller. April Miller. Kate Miller. Matthew Miller. Hannah Mims. McLean Mims. Benjamin Miserandino. Caleb Mitchell. Emily Mitchell. Harley Mitchell. Hope Mitchell. Lily Grace Mitchell. Morgan Mitchell. Ashby Mixon. Jayana Moncrief. Eva Monio. Jenna Montalbano. Craig Monteleone. Nathan Moody. Abigail Moore. Charlie Moore. Decatur Moore. Ella Moore. Lillian Moore. Molly Moore. Will Moore. Matthew Morfogan. Aubrey Morgan. Elizabeth Morris. Micah Morris. Kenna Morrison. Ryan Morrison. Kayla Morrow. Tyler Mosca. Tristan Moss. Cody Mosteller. Leah Moya Mendez. Victoria Mueller. John Muir. Zachary Muldoon. John Mullen. Caitlin Mulvihill. Ella Mundy. Dixon Murdoch. Aiden Mirren. Brooklyn Murphy. Lauren Murphy. Leah Murphy. Matthew Murphy. McCarter Murphy. Michael Murphy. Elizabeth Murray. Aubrey Myers. Hannah Myers. Sarah Myers. Ava Millie Kangas. Austin Hill. Luke Hanna. Tiana Lipscomb. Robert Laskowitz. Joshua Morton. Mary Harris. Ella Mills. Jason Gibson. Frank Cantele. Kimber Miller.
Good afternoon. I am Deb Conklin, and I'm chairman of the Clemson Alumni Association Board of Directors. It is such an honor to be with you here today and participate in this ring ceremony. We hope you will leave here today understanding that wearing this Clemson ring comes with great responsibility. After you graduate, we encourage you to be a voice in your local community. We also hope that you will be a voice for Clemson and dedicate yourself to servant leadership here on campus and wherever you may go. As you have seen today, the Clemson ring is a very special part of who we are. There are many traditions surrounding this simple ring, and one of the most significant of those traditions is how you wear your ring. From now until you graduate, you should wear the ring so that the C and your class year are facing towards you. This keeps in front of you the goal of becoming a Clemson graduate. It also should serve as motivation to cherish and make the most of every single moment you have left as a Clemson student. Then comes the next part of the tradition, which is my personal favorite. When you graduate, have another alum or a family member turn your ring around and place it on your finger with the C and your class year facing outward. Having someone special to you do this for you is a reminder of all those who have supported and helped you through the years in accomplishing your goal to graduate from Clemson. Once you have graduated with your ring facing outward, everyone who sees it on your hand from that moment forward will know that you have graduated from one of the best universities in America. We also encourage our alumni receiving their rings today to participate in this turning tradition. While the ring serves as your introduction to others, your impact as an engaged and ever-loyal Clemson alum will be determined by the good that you do with your Clemson education. To reinforce that point, the Alumni Association has a very special gift for you today. Students and alumni who receive their rings today, as you leave through the tunnel after the ceremony, each of you will receive a challenge coin, such as this one. On one side, the coin has the 1889 ring crest, including the Alumni Association's motto, Ever Loyal. On the other side is the Alumni Association's tiger rag and the challenge question that you have heard several times today, how will you serve? We hope you treasure it, and we hope that you keep it someplace where you will see it often. And when you look at it, we hope that you will think about those that came before you, those who had an impact on your Clemson career, and how you will have an even greater impact as a future Tiger. May your Clemson ring and your challenge coin constantly inspire you to answer that question in your own special way by using your Clemson education and your Clemson experience to make a positive difference each and every day in the lives of others, in your local community, and in the larger world. And may it also inspire you to stay connected to Clemson through every stage and milestone of your life. May those shiny new rings always remind you that the Clemson Alumni Association is your lifelong connection to Clemson. And as long as you're in touch with the Clemson Alumni Association, we will keep you in touch with Clemson. I hope that you will have a reminder of this place all the time, that what it has done for you, so that you can help a future Tiger have the same Clemson experience that you have had. Best wishes from the Alumni Association as you approach your graduation and move on to the next stage of your Clemson experience. Be proud, be fierce, be ever loyal. Now please stand and join us in the singing of the Clemson Alma Mater.
Okay, I was off body.
Really? You got a bunch of them just built up.
We'll get figured out. She's got your closer. Closer.